Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's new English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV screen to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well let's learn English together. Now, this lesson is lesson 21. Imagine that! We've been learning English together for 20 lessons. Fantastic! How do you feel? Are you happy? Yes? Good. Are you ready to revise what we've learned so far? Yes? Terrific! Okay, well this week, week 5, we're going to look back at what we learned in weeks 1 to 4. In the first week, we learned how to say hello to people and how to introduce ourselves and how to introduce other people. There were 5 ways we learned to say hello. Do you remember them? That's right. We use good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And we also use hello and hi. Now, what was the difference between the 5 ways of saying hello? Do you remember? That's right. We use good morning, good afternoon, and good evening at different times of the day. In the morning, afternoon, and evening. We can use hello and hi all day long. We don't have to think about what time it is. Do you remember lesson 1? When I meet someone, I say, hello, I'm Gav Duncan. As an alternative, I can say, hi, I'm Gav Duncan. Hello and hi are the same. In the morning, I say, good morning, I'm Gav Duncan. In the afternoon, I say, good afternoon, I'm Gav Duncan. And in the evening, I say, good evening, I'm Gav Duncan. So when I meet someone, I say hello and I tell them my name. To tell someone your name is to introduce yourself. Now, what about the different ways of saying hello? In English, we say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. When do we say good morning? In the morning. When do we say good afternoon? In the afternoon. When do we say good evening? In the evening. Easy. Now, when is the morning? Well, in English, we say the morning is from 6 a.m. until 12 p.m. 12 p.m. is also called noon, lunchtime. Okay, we know when the morning is, but when is the afternoon? The afternoon is from 12:01 until about 6 p.m. Okay, we also know when the afternoon is, but when is the evening? The evening is from 6:01 p.m. until about 10 p.m. Okay, now we know the parts of the day: morning, afternoon, and evening. So, if the time is 6:25 a.m., I say good morning. If the time is 3:27 p.m., I say good afternoon. And if the time is 8:42 p.m., I say good evening. And we're back. Okay, so now we know 5 ways to say hello. Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Now, one thing we have to be careful with is good night. Good night is the same thing as saying goodbye. The only difference is we say goodbye all day and we say good night at night. Simple. Now, do you remember AM and PM? Do you remember what they mean? That's right. AM is before noon. When's noon? That's right, noon is lunchtime, and PM is afternoon, after lunchtime. So AM is in the morning, and PM is in the afternoon. Now, what about introducing ourselves and other people? When I meet someone, what do I tell them? That's right, I tell them my name. How do I tell them my name? That's right, I use the verb to be. I am Gav Duncan. I'm Gav Duncan. I can also say, my name is Gav Duncan. My name's Gav Duncan. When I introduce someone else, I say, this is. And if I want to introduce a man, I say, his name is. If I want to introduce a woman, I say, her name is. When I want to talk about you, I say, you are or you're. Do you remember lesson 2? Concentrate. Think back to lesson 2. Now, let's look at that again. I am or I'm. You are or you're. He is or he's. And she is or she's. My name is or my name's. Your name is or your name's. His name is or his name's. And her name is or her name's. And we're back. Now, we also learned how to make negatives and questions with the verb to be. Do you remember? How do we make a negative? That's right, we use the word not. To make the positive negative, we add not after the verb to be. I am becomes I am not. You are becomes you are not, you're not, or you aren't. He is, she is, and it is become he is not, she is not, and it is not. Or he's not, she's not, and it's not. Or he isn't, she isn't, and it isn't. Now, what else did we learn in the first week? That's right, in lesson 3, we learned some numbers. We learned the numbers from 1 to 10, and we learned that this number is O in telephone numbers and 0 and 0 in mathematics. We know that this symbol is plus, this symbol is minus, and this symbol is equals. Now, when we looked at numbers, we also learned a new form of number in the first week. We learned some ordinal numbers, numbers we use to put in order or to make a list. Do you remember? Lewis Hamilton is first, second, or third. So, what are the numbers from 1 to 10? And what are the ordinal numbers from 1 to 10? Do you remember? Think back to lesson 3. Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock, we're gonna rock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, let's try that backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blimey. Okay, so those are the cardinal numbers from 1 to 10. What about the ordinal numbers, the numbers we use to talk about results? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. So, We know that Monday is the first day of the week, and that Saturday is the first day of the weekend. We know that Thursday is not the seventh day of the week. Thursday is the fourth day of the week. Friday isn't the sixth day of the week. Friday is the fifth day of the week. Great. Now, in the first week, we learned the names of the days of the week. We also learned about 3 prepositions of time. Do you remember? Remember Terence the squirrel. We learned the prepositions at, on, and in. Do you remember when we use them? That's right. We use at for clock times, on for days and dates, and in for months, seasons, and years. Remember lesson 4. Concentrate on lesson 4, concentrate lesson 4, lesson 4. We know that when we write the days of the week, we write them starting with a capital letter. The first letter is a big letter. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On, we use at for clock times. I get up at 7:45. We use on for days and dates. On Saturday, on Christmas Day, and we use in when we talk about months, years, and seasons. At 10:30 a.m., at 8:15 p.m., on Tuesday, on Thursday, on the 4th of September, on the 25th of December, in spring, in July, in 2010. We also say in for the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. In the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. But we say at night. I work in the morning and in the afternoon. I relax in the evening. I sleep at night. Now, let me tell you a story about the squirrel in my garden. In my garden, there's a squirrel. His name is Terence. Terry, the squirrel. I see him in the morning on Monday, in the morning on Tuesday, and in the morning on Wednesday. I see Terry in the afternoon on Thursday and in the afternoon on Friday. I see Terry in the morning and in the afternoon on Saturday, and in the morning and in the afternoon on Sunday. I see him in the morning and in the afternoon at the weekend. In the spring and summer, I see Terry in the mornings and in the afternoons. I see Terence the squirrel in spring, in summer, in autumn, and in winter. I see him in the morning or in the afternoon on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, and on Friday. I see him in the morning and in the afternoon on Saturday and on Sunday. This means I see him in the morning and in the afternoon at the weekend. So, once more, we use in for months, November, December. We use in for seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter. We use in for years, 1970, 1956, 1526, 2016. We use on for days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We use on for dates, the 4th of September, the 25th of December. We use at for clock times, noon, 3:25 p.m, 11:30 a.m. And we're back. Okay, well that's all we have time for today. Today we looked at what we learned in the first week, in week 1. I'm Gav Duncan. I'm not Michael J. Fox. I'm not George Clooney. And I'm not Jeffrey Banana. This was lesson 21, the 21st lesson in M5's brand new English language learning program, Let's Speak English. English lessons on your TV. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. I'll see you next time for lesson 22, the 22nd lesson. In lesson 22, we're going to look at what we learned in week 2. I'm Gav Duncan. See you later. Bye.